Every NBA enthusiast would agree that an MVP trophy is the best individual award that a player can receive. Over the years, some of the league's best players have put up historic numbers, carried their teams, and dominated the court, only to watch the MVP go to someone else. In this video, we're looking at the 10 most shocking times players got snubbed from winning the MVP. Make sure to watch till the end, because this video isn't just about players, it's about stats, narratives, and the moments that left fans wondering, how did he not win? In the 2005-2006 NBA season, Kobe Bryant had one of the most explosive scoring runs in NBA history, averaging 35.4 points, the highest of his career, along with 5.3 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and 1.8 steals per game, carrying a weak Lakers roster to a 45-37 record and the playoffs. He dropped 62 points in 3 quarters against Dallas, had 27 games with 40-plus points, and dropped an iconic 81 points on the Raptors. Yet, he didn't make it to the MVP.
Very aggressive. He was trying to make a statement for his teammates. Kobe off the crossover. Got it again.
Why? Well, because they gave it to someone who averaged 18.8 points per game and 10.5 assists per game with a player efficiency rating of 23.3, which was pretty low compared to Bryant's 28. Even though Steve Nash had an impressive season, leading the Suns to a 54-28 record. Kobe's historic scoring run, impact, and lack of star support made a compelling MVP case. Many analysts argue that Kobe's legendary season should have earned him the award. Bryant may have been snubbed, but it's nowhere near what a player went through after doing magic on the court and still walking away empty-handed. The 2018-19 MVP race is one of the most debated in recent memory, with many believing James Harden was snubbed. One of his vocal supporters, Celtics star Jason Tatum, boldly claimed in an Instagram live session that James Harden should have won the MVP that year. Harden had a monstrous season, averaging 36.1 points per game, along with 7 assists and 7 rebounds. He carried the Houston Rockets through injuries and roster shakeups, going on a historic scoring tear that included 32 straight games with 30-plus points.
Harden, 45.
Despite all of that, Giannis Antetokounmpo took home the MVP trophy with 78 of 101 first-place votes. Harden, no stranger to MVP heartbreak, finished second for the 3rd time in his career. The decision intensified the growing rivalry between Harden and Giannis. Harden even took a shot at Giannis, saying, "I wish I could just run and be 7 feet and down. I actually have to learn how to play basketball." It was definitely messy. If dropping 36 a night and still getting robbed isn't wild enough, wait till you hear what happened to a star player in 2025. In the 2024-25 season, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had a standout year, leading the NBA in scoring with 32.7 points per game, while nearly joining the exclusive 50-40-90 club. But even with that, it's hard to argue that he had a better season than Nikola Jokic. Jokic made history as he put up a historic season of his own. He became the first center to average a triple-double, posting 29.6 points, 12.7 rebounds, and 10.2 assists. He also finished in the top 3 in 4 major statistical categories: points, rebounds, assists, and steals, something no other player has ever done before.
Brown's got 13. Jokic diving.
Jokic's incredible feats, including record-breaking performances like 61-10-10 and 31-21-22, made him the deserving MVP winner over Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic may have lost this because of voter fatigue, but it still doesn't top the time when a player averaged 50 points a game and still lost the MVP. Wilt Chamberlain's 1961-62 season was nothing short of legendary. The Philadelphia Warriors center averaged an unfathomable 50.4 points, 25.7 rebounds, and 2.4 assists per game, numbers that remain untouchable even in today's high-scoring era. Chamberlain shattered the single-game scoring record twice in that season, first with 78 points in December, and then with his iconic 100-point game against the New York Knicks in March.
Chamberlain has position, and he dunks it.
Despite redefining the limits of human performance, Wilt was denied the MVP award, which instead went to the Boston Celtics legend Bill Russell. While Russell was the anchor of a dominant Celtics team and a defensive mastermind, the voting system at the time favored team success and sportsmen over individual dominance. Wilt's snub is ridiculous, but you won't believe how a player got denied in his prime while leading his team. Kobe Bryant took home his first and only MVP award in 2008, but many believe it came at the cost of a deserving Chris Paul. Now, don't get it twisted. Kobe had a phenomenal season, averaging 28.3 points, 6.3 rebounds, 5.4 assists, and 1.8 steals per game. He was the clear leader of the Lakers and played with relentless energy on both ends of the floor.
Inside a 4.5, beautiful bounce. Andrew Bynum to Kobe. He'll go to the line.
But 22-year-old Chris Paul was on another level that year. In just his third season, he averaged 21.1 points, 11.6 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2.7 steals. His efficiency was absolutely historic, joining John Stockton as the only player to average over 11 assists with fewer than 3 turnovers per game. Paul also led the New Orleans Hornets to a surprising second-place finish in the West. But despite his brilliance, the MVP slipped through his fingers. Paul had his MVP moment stolen, but the next snub features a player putting up god-tier stats and still getting overlooked. In the 2008-09 NBA season, Dwayne Wade delivered the best performance of his career yet and was controversially snubbed from the MVP award. He averaged 30.2 points, earning the scoring title, 7.5 assists, 5 rebounds, 2.2 steals, and 1.3 blocks per game across 79 games.
All right, Nancy, thank you very much. Miami's a team, Dick, that has some impressive road wins this year. Wow.
Wade's all-around brilliance earned him All-NBA First Team, All-Defense Second Team, and third place in the Defensive Player of the Year voting. But somehow LeBron James took home the MVP, largely due to team success. His Cavaliers finished 66-16, while Wade's Miami Heat ended up with a modest 43-39 record. Even Kobe Bryant, who finished second in MVP voting, had slightly lesser stats but led the Lakers to a 65-17 record. Though Wade's numbers were arguably superior, voters favored overall team performance. Comment down below if you think team success outweighs individual performance. Despite the snub, Wade's legacy as a 3-time champion and one of the greatest shooting guards ever remains undeniable. It's crazy how LeBron edged out Wade here, but coming up, you'll see someone else edges out LeBron even worse. In the 2017-18 season, LeBron James put together one of the best seasons of his career, yet somehow he didn't win the MVP. James averaged around 27 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds per game, while playing all 82 regular season games, a first in his 15-year career at that point.
Defense on a superb.
LeBron spins! Which way did he go?
Despite this incredible output and leading the Cleveland Cavaliers through a tough season, the MVP award went to James Harden. Now, Harden had a phenomenal year himself, but many felt LeBron's all-around excellence and leadership should have earned him the trophy. The Cavaliers didn't dominate the regular season standings, but they still made a strong playoff push, largely thanks to LeBron's unmatched performance. His impact went beyond the stat sheet as he once again carried his team all the way to the NBA Finals. Historically, LeBron had already won 4 MVPs, but his continued dominance made it harder to justify his exclusion. The fact that he received 92 total MVP votes, more than Harden's 85, only fueled the argument that voters overlooked him in favor of a fresher narrative. LeBron getting an MVP stolen from him? Unreal. But the 1992 season might be the most forgotten MVP snub ever. In 1992, Hakeem Olajuwon was widely seen as a strong MVP contender, but ultimately lost out to Charles Barkley in a very close race. Barkley had a stellar season with the Philadelphia 76ers, averaging 23.1 points, 11.1 rebounds, and 4.1 assists per game, earning him the MVP title. However, Olajuwon's all-around dominance, especially on defense, led many to believe he deserved the honor.
In the first half, Kenny Smith lob to Olajuwon, weak side help is late, and that's what you do.
That year, Hakeem averaged 21.6 points, 12.1 rebounds, 3.0 assists, and 4.3 blocks per game. He won the Defensive Player of the Year award and was named to both the All-NBA First Team and All-Defensive First Team. His unmatched presence on both ends of the court has fueled ongoing debate that he was unfairly snubbed of the 1992 MVP. Hakeem dominated both ends, but the next guy, he was literally unstoppable and still got snubbed. In the 2000-2001 season, Shaquille O'Neal was dominant, averaging 28.7 points, 12.7 rebounds, 3.7 assists, and 2.8 blocks per game.
Kobe at the low post, he's double teamed, he gives the no-look pass over his shoulder, and is taken on the second.
He ranked top 3 in the league for points, rebounds, and blocks, and led the NBA in player efficiency rating with an elite 30+. Despite all of this, Shaq only finished 3rd in MVP voting. The award went to Allen Iverson, who averaged fewer points and shot just 42% from the field, significantly lower than Shaq's efficiency. While Iverson did carry the 76ers to the finals, they were easily handled by Shaq's Lakers, losing in 5 games. Considering Shaq's statistical dominance in the Lakers' championship run, many argue he was unfairly snubbed. Shaq was robbed, no doubt, but a legendary player losing MVP after a 32-8-8 season? That's pure madness. In the 1988-89 season, Michael Jordan put up one of the most dominant all-around performances the league had ever seen, averaging 32.5 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 2.9 steals, and 0.8 blocks per game, all while shooting an efficient 53% from the field.
Michael with the double clutch. Oh, my!
Jordan looked like a clear frontrunner for the MVP award. He played over 40 minutes per game and consistently carried the Bulls on both ends of the floor. His defensive brilliance earned him a spot on the All-Defense First Team, and he was also named to the All-NBA First Team. But guess what? Despite outperforming Magic Johnson in nearly every major category, the MVP trophy went to Magic, leaving many fans and analysts baffled. Jordan had scored 10 more points per game while also having better percentage with more rebounds, steals, and blocks. This number remains one of the most debated MVP decisions in NBA history. Who do you think deserved MVP the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, check out this video where you'll see the players who actually did win MVP.